Hello, my little lambs. Welcome back to another episode of What the F with Sunny Larue, me, also known as a professional martini drinking vlogger. I'm back again to discuss this lawsuit. We've been talking about a lot of lawsuits on this channel the last few days, and it ain't gonna stop because there's so much that is going on. So this lawsuit with Mick Mars and his former bandmates, Mötley Crüe. But before we get into it, you guys know what to do. Like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to click that notification bell so you won't miss out on breaking news when we post new episodes, new updates, or go live. It is the freest and easiest way to support the channel. And if you like to follow me on social media, I'm on all platforms. My handle is @SunnyLaRue17, or simply Google Sunny Larue 17, and all of my information, including links, social media links, website, YouTube channels, and podcasts will populate. You can follow me there. Now, let's get into this piece of tea, because child, it is juicy. All right, y'all. Mötley Crüe versus Mick Mars, or Mick Mars versus Mötley Crüe. Here we go. We're going to be looking at an article from Rolling Stone, which is an update. I did a video on this a couple of months ago. I'll leave a link to that, or I'll make it available for you guys in the description box below. So let me tell you what's going on and all the updates and everything in regards to Mötley Crüe and Mick Mars. So back in 2019, pre-pandemic, Mötley Crüe, along with Def Leppard, announced a world stadium tour. Yes, child. Yeah, and yes, I went. I went to San Diego, Las Vegas, San Francisco, and LA. I did not go. No, I didn't go to San Francisco, but I did go to Arizona, not San Francisco. But anyway, that's not what we're here to talk about. They announced the World Stadium Tour. Okay, so at that time, Mick Mars, who's the guitarist and one of the founding members, wasn't really up for a tour because of his I can't pronounce this. I'll put it up here for you guys to see, but it's a chronic inflammatory form of arthritis that mainly affects the spine and pelvis. Okay, so he's been dealing with this since he was 14 years old, and this condition has gotten worse for him. So because of the stress of touring, he could not go on this world tour. So the other three band members, Nikki Sixx, Vince, and Tommy Lee, was like, okay, if you can't go, then you are out. And Mick's like, what are you talking about? I'm out. I'm 1/4 member. I own 1/4 interest in this band and in everything Mötley Crüe. What are you talking about? Because they done went and made shirts and everything with the four of them on it and merchandising and everything like that. And the other three are like, just because you suffering from that, we sympathize with you. Here's an offer. We're going to buy you out, and you go on your merry way and live the rest of your life doing whatever it is that you're going to do. Mick's like, wait a minute, I'm going to play on the album. I'm going to do, and they're like, no, you're out. So he sues them. Okay. And so this lawsuit's been going on for quite some time. Okay. So that was the basis of it. It was wrongful termination, and they've been trying to work this thing out. Now, according to Rolling Stone, here is the update. In a new court ruling obtained by Rolling Stone, the judge said the band's stonewalling left Mick Mars with no choice but to sue for the corporate documents last April. Okay, so Mick Mars is trying to get documents because they locked him out. Once he said he couldn't do the stadium tour, they locked him out, y'all. That's some shady shit. They locked him out. So he had no access to any of the finances or anything of the group because Mötley Crüe is an entity, but they all four share equal parts. Each share 25% or something like that. Well, you guys get the point. And so he had to go to court to get documents. The Los Angeles judge noted that after the filing, the band took 8 months to make a final sizable document dump to Mick Mars last month. Citing the delay, the judge ruled that Mick is now entitled to have the band cover his legal fees. Yes. Okay. Now it goes on to say, the requests were not burdensome, yet Mars was compelled to file a lawsuit and it appears plain that the production would not have occurred without it. Mars is entitled to attorney fees, the Los Angeles Superior Court Judge James C. Chalfant said in a Tuesday ruling. The judge noted that when the band produced some of the requested documents on November 2nd, it gave assurances that this was all of the responsive documents in Mötley Crüe's possession. That proved to be wrong. Judge Chalfant wrote, pointing to articles of incorporation and income tax returns that only arrived among the 137 pages of record delivered in early December. These documents should have been produced without the need of prodding by Mars, Judge Chalfant wrote. The failure to produce the documents earlier than December 8th amounts to a refusal. Damn. I mean, damn. Is it that deep? Is it really that deep? You guys worked years together. You guys were brothers. Y'all been through a lot. Together. Okay? And y'all going out like this? Really? Okay, so it goes on. Though the judge clearly faulted the band, he also ruled Tuesday that Mars' lawsuit is now moot. You know that word from Rick Springfield's Jessie Girl. The point is pretty mute. It's mute, Mick. Mute. That means Mars' most recent request for 223 general ledger entries won't be granted because they weren't included on his list of still outstanding documents that was filed in November. Okay. So the lead lawyer for Mötley Crüe seized on the portion of that ruling Tuesday, declaring victory on the behalf of band. No. That's not a victory. Okay? That's a footnote. That's not a victory because you guys are still embroiled in this lawsuit. A victory means you're walking away and you can't pay this guy nothing. Okay? So that's just a footnote. The case is over. That's the key takeaway, attorney Sasha Freed with Miller Barnett said in a statement to Rolling Stone. By denying the petitioner as mute and ending the case, the court found that the band turned over all the documents to Mars and there is nothing more to do. The band went above and beyond its obligation by providing much more documents than the statute required. No, they didn't. Because if they did that, y'all, they would have gave them the general ledger for 2023. And y'all stonewalled this man because he asked for the stuff back in November and you guys coughed it up in December. So no, that's a big no. Indeed, the court's decision explained the thousands of documents that the band provided to Mars, Mick. Mick's lawyer scoffed at this assessment, saying the case is only over because the band relented and complied. The attorney said that the heart of the case, whether Mars was illegally separate from the band, is still heading to a private arbitration later this year. So it's not. So technically, from what I understand now, if y'all out there are lawyers and stuff, let us know in the comment section. But from what I gathered here, the case regarding these documents are over. They're in arbitration for the original lawsuit that was filed where they fired Mick Mars for his disability. Okay, so that means that they both came to an agreement to work with an arbitrated lawyer to work out some type of settlement. So that's still ongoing. Okay. In his public lawsuit filed last April, Mars made it clear that he felt betrayed by Nikki Sixx, Vince Neil, and Tommy Lee, who each are 25% shareholder in most of the band's entities. Yes, we already talked about that. We already talked, all four of them have equal share, and they're trying to get rid of him. Mars said that before the band's U.S. stadium tour kicked off in 2022 because of the pandemic, it was originally supposed to go down in 2019. He let everyone know that the tour will be his last. Okay, so he did do some tour dates, but he couldn't do the whole entire stadium tour. Now 72, Mars has long suffered from a painful bone disease, the arthritis. I can't pronounce it, but I'll put it somewhere here. That makes it difficult to travel. Mars said he was clear he wasn't retiring from the band, although would be available for a Vegas residency or studio work. Okay, so there we go. He's like, wait a minute. I ain't retiring, y'all. I just can't do this tour. And why couldn't they just say, okay, Mick, we will do the tour. We're going to have this guitarist here temporarily to help with the tour, okay? When we do the Vegas residency and we do a new studio album, you come back and we're together. They could have done that. I don't know why they didn't. And to be truthfully honest, it wouldn't have made a difference because they kind of sucked. Sorry, you Mötley Crüe fans out there, but they weren't all that great. Anyway, he claimed his brothers of 41 years. These guys been together 41 years. Responded by offering him a separation proposal that would slash his touring and merchandise profits from 25% to 5% and eventually 0%. What? When he questioned this on the basis he helped build the band, drawing crowds, and the other members purported to fire him from 6 additional band corporations, LLC, he claimed. When he's asked to inspect the business records behind the entity, he was largely ignored. So that's how all this came about, okay? And so it goes on and on and on and on. But, yeah. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. You guys been together 41 years. You guys been through divorces, deaths, all kinds of things together, and y'all could not just work this out. I mean, that's kind of sad. It really is. I just, So I'm going to read this because I think this is important to the story. It goes on to say that Mars' lawyer, Ed McPherson, talking to Rolling Stone, the judge's ruling on Tuesday confirms his client was mistreated by his bandmates. Finally, somebody somewhere told these guys they can't bully Mick anymore. We're in the middle of a huge arbitration that will unlikely decide if Mick has to give up his shares or not, if they did things properly or not. Obviously, we claim that they didn't do anything properly, but they feel that they are above the rules. And that's what this lawsuit is all about, because we already talked about it. This was the feeling that they were above the rules. And the judge said, no, you're not. And you may not, and you may have given all the documents now, so there's nothing left for me to do. But you're going to pay for it, he added. I think that's a pretty huge victory for Mick. If they wanted to claim a victory, that's fine. But this is someone finally telling Mick, no, you're not crazy. These guys are bullying you, and they're not going to let that happen. So these documents that Mick was trying to get his hand on allegedly have some kind of smoking gun to help his case. We don't know, but we will see. All right, guys. Wow. One of the biggest hair bands in that came out of the 80s. They had hits after hit, and 41 years together. I just don't understand. And you guys are equal partners. Is the money that more important than your friendship? I mean, the guy, he is suffering from a debilitating disease. Y'all can't work this out. Y'all can't come to something instead of cutting him out. That's cold-blooded. That is just some cold-blooded shenazzle. But what do you guys think? Are you guys Mötley Crüe fans? Let me know in the comment section down below. What is your favorite Mötley Crüe song? What do you think about this case? Obviously, it's not stopping them. They are going on. They went on with the Def Leppard Stadium Tour, Def Leppard, Joan Jett, and Poison. And it looks like that they got working on a Las Vegas residency and might be doing some new music, all without Mick. Let me know in the comment section below, what do you think about this case? What do you think about Mötley Crüe? And as always, y'all, I am still working on more stories to present to you, so I got to get back at it. But before I leave, you guys know what to do. Like, share, and subscribe. Click that notification bell so you will be notified on when we post new episodes. It's the freest and easiest way to support the channel. And you'll be notified first when we have trending topics, breaking news, and updates like we do in this case. All right. I'm going to sign off now. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.